Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Contender Series prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the full card of fights for Contender Series 2026 week number 2. So yes, let's just get right into it. So scrolling down, first fight we have in the featherweight division, we got Trimley versus Roman Puga. And how do I feel about this one right here is I'll go low confidence Roman Puga to beat Trimley. Trimley seems like a more well-rounded fighter, but I'm going Puga low confidence to beat Trimley. Puga's definitely the much better striker. Trimley's the better grappler. I have seen a lot of these matches where these like kind of guys that have like the grappling backgrounds, like particularly these American blue collar grappler type guys come in here and they'll fight a striker and they'll. Well, he's not even a favorite. He's the underdog, I believe, right now. So, but I've seen like year and after year, they even be women sometimes, like a woman or a Canadian woman or American woman who's supposed to have this grappling advantage, and they get sparked out cold. It'll be this former D2 college wrestler and get sparked. Well, it's not that case that time. Like Puga's the favorite, so I guess people picking up. But yeah, Trimley's like he's the better, not better, but he seemed like the more rounded fighter. But Puga's seemed like he'll be able to address the grappling enough, and his striking advantage will be huge. I think he'll be able to break Trimley down, and I'll say an early second round stoppage for Roman Puga. But yeah, Trimley seems like the more rounded guy, but Puga I think like he'll be able to stuff the takedowns enough, and on the feet I think he'll just be the much more lethal fighter with much better finishing intent and upside here, and I think he'll be able to get Trimley out of there early in the second round. So in this one, I got Roman Puga via second round TKO. Now the next fight we have in the light heavyweight division, we got Muhammad Ali versus Alec Lorenz. And how do I feel about this one right here is I'll go average confidence Muhammad Ali to beat Alec Lorenz. And yeah, Lorenz has really not shown me any particularly great talent. He hasn't fought exceptional count. Well, he did fight a good competition on his Contender Series fight last time he stepped in there. He got sparked in what, like 30 seconds? But outside that, the last guy fought was like 6-6, so he's not really testing himself. He's not really fighting. Oh, he's not even fighting like washed UFC veterans, like former UFC veterans, or somewhat semi-decent upcomers. Like his whole record has been, as far as winning, his whole record is beyond questionable. Muhammad Ali, like he's been trying to test himself as much as he can while he's been outside of UFC. Obviously, this probably could have been better test, maybe try PFL, but I don't think he wanted to get tied up in some big contract and spend 3 years in the organization. You know, when his ideal organization, he wants to be in the UFC. So as far as not trying to pursue one like the Rizins and the ONE FCs and PFLs and some of these other more major organizations that, you know, probably would have gave him try to tie him to a contract, he's been, you know, getting some decent names. So Muhammad Ali at least been tested. So he always had a decorated BJJ background, just a much better talent, the better striker, better grappler. Yeah, I think he'll be able to break Lorenz down. I think he'll. Remember, it's not going to be a breakdown. I think he runs through Lorenz. It's not a breakdown fact. I think he runs through him, puts him out, I'll say, in the mid portion of the first round. So in this one, I got Muhammad Ali via first round TKO. Now to our next fight we have in the lightweight division, we got Logan Paxton versus Christian Perez. And how do I feel about this one right here is I'll go average confidence Christian Perez to beat Logan Paxton. And Perez just seems like the better overall fighter. He like just the faster, quicker, more dynamic fighter all around. Should be able to win this fight overall. I'm not going to say like everywhere, but as far as in a fighting sense where it's not like this is a grappling match. It's not like this is an MMA match. As far as dictating where the fight takes place in the house, the pace, the tempo, Perez will be able to dictate this fight throughout. And I see a early second round TKO for Christian Perez here. So in this one, I got Christian Perez via second round TKO. Now to our next fight, we are already in our co-main event. This card is going way quicker than the last card as far as prediction wise. But yeah, next fight we have in the middleweight division, we got Douglas Rodriguez versus Trent Miller. And how do I feel about this one right here is I'll go low confidence Douglas Rodriguez to beat Trent Miller. Yeah, Douglas Rodriguez clearly like the better overall fighter, but I do see some stuff I don't like. I feel like he can be a little bit. I mean, they are like Contender Series. You don't expect these guys coming on Contender Series to be fully developed or fully all the way there. Like you expect some guys like he needs to work on this, work on that. You know, give him some little scouting reports and improve upon this. Even after they won on the Contender Series, like when they come into UFC, work on this while you know do your little summer school project and stuff. Work on this area before you come into UFC, your first fight in UFC. But yeah, there's definitely some holes in his striking, like some little patchy spots. But Trent Miller's way more patchy. I feel like Trent Miller's not even a big middleweight. He's like 5'9" at middleweight. He got a little bit of muscle, but not enough to be being 5'9" at middleweight. Like I said, he's not skilled enough. He's not big enough. He's not tall enough. Like, you know, to be given a height. He really probably should be fighting at welterweight. But then again, going to welterweight, he won't be even technical. Like, he still won't even be a big welterweight. So I guess he's doing the best he can. But I don't know. Trimley got some power in his hands, but the technique overall is not that good. The resume is not that good. Douglas Rodriguez is the better fighter overall. I think he's more technical. I think he's a better striker. Miller might pack more as far as punching power. He might pack more punching power. But I think Rodriguez will be much sharper. Also has good leg. I think he'll be attack the leg with Miller, take away any little power he has, and then break him down. And I'll say like a late second round TKO for Rodriguez. Yeah, respecting the power of Miller. Chop the legs down. And then when legs chopped down, start to commit more of his strikes and then put Miller away. So like a late second round TKO for Douglas Rodriguez. So in this one, I got Douglas Rodriguez via second round TKO. Now to our next fight, we have in our main event of sorts in the welterweight division. We got, in the 170-pound welterweight division, our main event for this Contender Series, week number 2, 2026. We got Nemo Fazil versus Kike Brito. And let me see, what does it tell the table? Is he still the favorite? Slight favorite, slight underdog. Yeah, Fazil is nobody. I'm going to say that right now. Win, lose, or draw this fight, he's nobody. He get a lot of hype for whatever reason. I watch his fight, look at his resume. His resume is beyond trash. Skills are nothing to write home about. And never will be anything to write home about. Maybe this might not have been a fun fight. I got him winning here. I feel like Kike Brito is the better overall fighter and the fighter that really should win this fight. But he's like when I look at him, he's like kind of like a Mauricio Ruffy without the star power. Kind of like he's like a off-brand Mauricio Ruffy. Like he has kind of some of the same flaws, but not nearly the same amount of talent. When I look at him. And I feel like there's a lot of openings for him on the feet. Like he fights again, like kind of like Ruffy. Like Ruffy fights very dynamic, but there are plenty of openings. But then again, Ruffy does have better counter. Like he can be caught, especially when you're doing a combination, you pressure him and stuff. He can't be caught. Hands can be low. Brito's reflexes aren't is sharp. His counters aren't as sharp, and he got a lot of the same flaws. You don't combination, you can catch him. And even not in combination, you can catch him because the hands are constantly low. And Fazil is not the most amazing grappler, the most amazing striker or anything. Again, Fazil's a guy that's not UFC. I'll say it right now. I don't know why he getting hype. He ain't fought no one. He ain't beat no one. And I've been saying, like, people talk about this guy like, oh, this guy is this and that. Like, based on what? I don't see it. But I do say Fazil, seemingly from what I'm seeing, tougher. And Brito will give him the opportunity to hit him. And Fazil does got some power. He does got some strength. He does got some okay grappling. But again, nothing amazing about him. I just feel like Brito's going to be the guy that's going to give him those opportunities to win. And I feel like Brito could get off to a good start here. But eventually, again, he's going to keep that door open. And eventually Fazil's going to be able to find him, hurt him, break him down. And I think, I'll say a third round TKO for Nemo Fazil. But again, I'm not impressed by the guy. I see talent. Well, I see more talent in Brito. But yeah, I just feel like he gives his opponents too many opportunities. And Fazil is going to be a guy that's, again, by far not that talented guy, but he's going to be a guy that I feel that's going to be able to dig deeper. Again, Brito's going to give him more opportunities to land something big, like with the lack of defense. And Fazil's going to be able to eventually maybe rough patches, again, shoot up a little bit in the fight, but find the opening that's going to be there the whole fight, crack him, and then that's the fight going to start to shift into Fazil's favor, and then he breaks him down and stops him in the third round. And also, Brito I think he lost the fight on the Contender Series. He lost to Oban Elliott. I believe he lost another fight, but I'm pretty sure, like, one I stand with Oban Elliott, I think he had a good start, and then he got outworked, outgrind. Like, and Brito can be outworked, he can be outgrind, he can be outdogged. And I just feel like, again, Fazil ain't tested or proven himself either, but I feel like he's going to have the dog more, and then he's going to be able to, again, find him, break him down, third round. So, in this one, I got Nemo Fazil via third round TKO. And so that concludes my fight predictions for the full card of fights for Contender Series 2026, week number 2. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and come back for more videos. Peace.